Hey everyone, welcome back to Silicon Valley Cycling Center and RoadBikeReview.com's series of video product reviews. So this time of year, Thanksgiving's around the corner, and even those of us lucky enough to live in California have to think a little bit about putting together our indoor training setup to stay in shape and keep all of that hard-earned fitness over the winter months that we built up over the summer. Indoor training can be sometimes boring, but it can also be extremely effective and efficient. So if you're thinking hard about how to keep your fitness over the winter, get the iPod stacked up with some good tunes, get the DVD collection ready, and get ready to log some miles indoors. So we're going to go through a handful of the trainers that we have here at SVCC and that RoadBikeReview.com has reviewed over the last year, give you an overview of them, and let you know what else we got coming down the road here pretty soon. So the first one we're going to start with is the Elite. This is the Fluid Primo. It's a really nice trainer. It's pretty simple. It uses a fluid resistance in the back. It's got a gel roller, so it's fairly quiet on the tire. One nice thing about it, this is one of the easiest trainers I've found to get bikes in and out of. I've actually taken to using this occasionally for some of the bike fits I do here at the studio. It's really simple because the screw that adjusts against the skewer has a really steep thread on it, so it cranks down really quickly and really tight. And it holds the bikes nice and secure. You put the lock ring on it, lean the bike back, and you're ready to go. If you're toggling back and forth between a road bike and a mountain bike, I have a mountain bike set up with a set of wheels that have slick tires on them. Those are really easy to put into these trainers because you just clamp down on the skewer and you just drop the bike down and it adjusts for different wheel diameters really quickly. So resistance band on this one has been pretty consistent. It seems to have a pretty nice mid-range resistance. We've had a variety of folks from fitness enthusiasts to hardcore racers come in and use it during the bike fit process, and they've all been really happy with it. So definitely one to consider if you're looking at an indoor trainer, a simple one for the winter. All right, next up is the Minoura VFS-G. It's very similar to the Elite in terms of how it clamps onto the bike and how the bike sits on the resistance unit. It just uses a single adjustment from the drive side here to bolt down onto the skewer, and similar to the Elite, once you clamp it in, you just let the bike fall back and the wheel ride on the resistance unit. You can see here this is one that's got a mountain bike on it, like I referred to a minute ago. This is my Look mountain bike with a set of wheels, 26-inch mountain bike wheels, but with a slick tire that I use for training on the road and on the trainer. And it just drops right down onto the resistance unit. Of all the trainers we have here, this was probably the least favorite one of the ones that we reviewed from RoadBikeReview.com. The resistance on it is just unbearably high. I can't imagine that there are very many people out there that could effectively use this trainer for winter training. So convenient one to get the bike in and out of, but after you get it in, it's all downhill from there, and not one we really recommend. Okay, next up is a little bit different indoor training setup, but it's one that features a really unique product that I'm a big fan of. This is actually a Le Mans RevMaster exercise bike. The thing I like about the RevMaster is the adjustments on it are infinitesimally adjustable. A lot of indoor exercise bikes, you move in like 1-inch increments as you adjust the handlebar up and down or the seat up and down. But the way the RevMaster works, you can actually fine-tune the adjustment on it, which is nice. The other thing that I like about this one is that we have a product on it called Power Cranks, and you'll notice something strange about these cranks. I can rotate one of them and the other one doesn't go anywhere. There's a clutch mechanism in here, and the way it works is both crank arms are completely independent. So when you get on this thing and ride, you can push down with the right pedal, but it doesn't bring the left pedal up. So the way the pedals come up around the back of the pedal stroke is you lift them. And it's pretty funny to watch really experienced cyclists, people who have been riding for 10 or 15 years, jump on these cranks, and after about a minute or two, they just come to a complete stop because their hip flexors aren't strong enough and they don't have the coordination to keep both pedals going around independently. So pretty unique training device, really does a lot to build your coordination and round out your pedal stroke and work on hip flexor strength. And they definitely make short workouts a lot more effective. I used to have a set of these on my commuter bike, and it turned my 1-hour commute into a really effective workout in the mornings and the evenings through the winter.